Hello, welcome to Organize with Me with the Systems Mom this on Saturday. So this is one of our weekly calls that we do every week on Saturday morning where we either do organizing, budgeting, plan with me, or meal planning. Okay. So this week I'm organizing this disaster. Okay. So you want to go find a place in your house. All right. You're welcome to just watch me if you want, but you should go find a place in your house and use this time to work together, right? And get this done too. I'm not going to have mute on. So if you have a question, you can just pipe up. If you're doing something that's super loud, you may want to mute yourself just so that everyone doesn't hear you. But the idea is that we're basically using body doubling and we're going to do this together. Okay. So I'm going to put my camera in the tripod so I can have my hands free, and I'm going to start working on this space. Okay, I thought the video was going, but what you missed was I took everything out of the bedside table, and now I'm grouping it like things. Okay, I don't know when I forgot to unpause the video, so I'm just gonna rewind. I had a professional organizer come in, and she basically took everything out of my pantry, then she categorized it, and then she put things back in. So that's the same kind of process I'm following here. So I took everything out of all the drawers, and I have this giant pile. So now I am categorizing everything into like items, or I'm categorizing also by room. So like this pile of stuff, this actually goes in the bathroom. This right here is a pile of stuff that goes in my office. And then once I'm done putting like things together, I can decide what actually even goes back in here. Okay, so there's a lot of parts for things. Like this is actually a part to my board, so that's why it's in here. But I think it should actually go in the office unless I'm using it. This is a part to my bog bag, so this would go in my closet with my bags. Another like wallet-y thing, so I'm gonna put this with all my other bags in my closet. Just checking to see if there's any money. My daughter's Kindle broke, so I think what I'm gonna do is give her my Kindle for the time being, and then I'm gonna get myself one when I am ready. I don't do a ton of like reading on my Kindle. I actually prefer still to use a book. So I think this will work out better than me having to buy a new one right now. So like these are more parts that go to that bag or that table. I might need to find like a bag for them. And so now I'm getting into stuff that I want to keep in my bedside table. So like I have medication I take before bed. These are eye drops I take before bed. If you see me like blinking a lot, I actually have I don't know if it's a disease, but I actually have a condition where my tear ducts are overactive, so they take too much moisture out of my eyes. So after a long day of like sitting at the computer, my eyes are just like, because they've been sucking all the tears out so much. So I have to really stay on top of using eye drops. Otherwise, it almost looks like I have a nervous twitch, but I don't have one. It's just my eyes are super dry. Okay. I'm also kind of getting to a trash pile. Okay. In my office, I have a whole section of like knicky knacks. That's the only place I actually keep knicky knacks of things that I want to like for memories. I have like even little baby toys from when I was a kid in my bookshelf. So this is going in the office with the other knicky knacks. Lots of hair things. This is from me taking my hair out at night. Lots of phone attachment things. This is more attachments to that board. Look, it has like a fan even. It's so cool. Bathroom. Ooh. So I have all these shells for a keepsake, but I don't remember what they're from. I think it's from in Florida. On our way back from Disney, we stopped at a beach. I don't know which beach though, which kind of sucks. I put them in this bag, but I didn't write them down. So we'll see. Lots of debit cards. Debit cards and credit cards. I don't think any of these even work anymore. So I'm going to put these in our safe. Okay. So I went through everything. And what's kind of funny is out of all this stuff in here, the only things I think I'm probably going to put back is this. There's a couple other things over here you can't see in the camera that I will probably put back. It's like this is a heating thing you microwave. Eye covers. There's a couple of big things. That's it. Like this is all going to the bathroom. This is all going to my office. That pile over there is trash. There's really not a lot, which is kind of funny. I feel like this just became like a dumping station. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on these guys, and I need to clean out the inside of that because it's a hot mess. So I'm gonna pause really quick, go get some cleaning things, and then we'll sort out all of these things. Oh, my hip is killing me. Okay, I'm just cleaning this up. How's everyone else doing? This has kind of a felt bottom. I think I need a vacuum for this. So this is our Ryobi vacuum. It comes with like those power packs. What I love about this is that they're incredible with their customer service. This thing has like broke because of just use, and they actually warranted it and gave us a new one. So this is actually vacuum number 2, but their customer service is incredible. I'm going to do these last because the problem I'm having is that they're a little too short. So I need my remote, and when I'm sitting in bed, I kind of like my stuff facing this way. I'm going to have one of these empty for all of the hair ties that I collect when I take my hair out. So that way I can just go and bring it to the bathroom really fast. This is too much though. So I'm probably going to take the ones I don't use all the time and put them in the back. It's kind of like its own little overstock back here, basically. I also went searching in my bin of bins, and I could use these also for overstock. This just feels really wasteful to me because I'm going to have to use 2 across. All right, so I'm going to go I'm going to clean this guy out. I'm going to put 1 hair tie back in so I remember what it's for. All right, so then this one I'm going to say is done. And I actually haven't bought anything. Like I have things I found in my bin of bins, and now I'm just sort of placing things where they go. All right, so next is this. I have different jewelry in here. These are all my Apple Watch accessories. I'm gonna put these in here. So I have this little dish for when I take my ring out at night. So this I want in the top still. I almost wish I had a couple more of these boxes because this is actually irking me now. Or maybe I could do these, but just right here. We'll see. Okay, hold on. So I found this guy that I think we can actually use. These might be too small, so I'm just gonna hold these to the side. So this is what's interesting, is out of all of this, the only thing I really need is something right here. Like one more thing, like a 3-thing tray. I don't need to buy anything else. So that's what's kind of interesting about this, is like, I see a lot of people who spend a lot of money, and then that's why you kind of want to do this first, where you decide where you're going to put things. And then after you decide where you're gonna put things, then go get the thing, right? I have a couple like phone things. I'm gonna keep those in this drawer. All of this charging stuff, we have a place where we put all of our cords. So I'm putting those there. Okay, and now we're on this one. This is a neck massager. This is my little thigh master thing. I really like it, but I don't think it's doing great in this bag because it's too much work to take it out of this bag and use it. I know that sounds crazy, but you have to like use this thing to make it squish down so that it will fit in the bag. And this is, so I never put it away is the reason why it becomes a pain in the butt. I'll still use it, but I don't ever properly put it away. So then it's always just sitting over here. So because of that, I am going to probably find a new place to store this guy. Okay, so all we have left is this pile. This is all stuff I put back on my bed when we get up. So I'm gonna make the bed, but we just have this pile left. And a lot of this is bathroom, office, trash, my closet. This is looking fabulous. I'm probably gonna get one thing to go right across here. And then this is actually really empty. I have a ton of space for here in the future. And then these are my heating pads for when it's that time. And then this is a neck massager. And then that's it. That is done. These are done. All this stuff is off the top. Obviously I need to put these back, but all the stuff's on the top. It looks great. All right. And it took me about 30 minutes, right? But there's lots of gabbing, lots of talking in between. So probably wouldn't take normally that long, but we did it.